Hi, and welcome back to Self-Care Black Girls, a podcast where we relax, sip tea, and chat about bettering ourselves as Black girls. I'm BB, and I'll be helping guide you to make better choices in your daily lives. So, hello, and welcome back. I don't really have much of an introduction for you all today, except I hope you all are doing well, staying safe, staying healthy and whatnot. I don't have a tea for you all today. I just want to, get that out there already. I've been slacking, yes, I know, but I'm trying. So yeah, today's episode is actually the first of a series that I was like, you know what, this needs to be done. And it actually links to a little project that I've been working on that I'm not ready to mention yet. But yeah, you all will hear about it the closer I get to where I want to be with it. So be on the lookout for that. But today's episode is senior advice. For those of you who don't know, I am a senior in college, and I will be graduating a whole year early. I came in class of 2022, and I am now class of 2021. So yeah, today's episode in senior advice, and I will be dropping one of these episodes every few weeks, maybe once a month, I'm not sure yet, on just advice that I wanted to give current freshmen in college, juniors in high school, seniors in high school, especially the seniors in high school. Just some advice, some tips and things that I've learned over the years, the 3 years that I've been in college. And if there's anybody out there who is also in college or recently graduated and would like to participate in this conversation, please feel free to comment on my Instagram. We can start a whole conversation. Also, you can join my Facebook group and we can get a conversation going there. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into these tips for choosing a school. Now, this is one of the biggest decisions you're going to have to make, because personally, there are 5 things that come off the top of my head when choosing a school. And these, like I said, these literally are just coming off the top of my head. I didn't want to do too many tips for this, but I feel like these are the 5 most important ones. So the first one is location. You want to make sure that where your school is a safe environment, and that it is, the cost of living is, I want to say upper low, maybe upper middle. It's somewhere in that gap, because like you are in college, working is going to be hard. I did it my first 2 years. Working while in school is a lot harder than in college, is a lot harder than working in high school. So you want to make sure that wherever you're located, you can afford groceries and gas and things like that. So make sure that your location has a safe environment, and that you will feel safe and is affordable. Now, speaking of affordable, there's tuition. That and the tip after this are 2 really big factors when choosing your school. There are so many different schools out there. You got your tech schools, you got your trade schools, and you also have your 4-year institutions. Choose wisely. Look at tuition, because tuition can be quite expensive. I wish I had started out at a 2-year school and then transferred to the 4-year school that I'm at now, because this tuition is too much. I personally don't understand why it costs as much as it does. Like, I understand you have to pay your teachers and whatnot, and we're paying for, no, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not exactly sure what we're paying for, because room is separate, meal plan is separate. I'm not exactly sure what tuition pays for besides the teachers. So if anybody can enlighten me on that, please let me know. But tuition is a very big part of picking where you want to go to school. Don't go to this school because, oh, all my friends are going there, or it has pretty dorms, or the campus is beautiful. Yes, those are important, but are you going to be able to afford the school? Because if like your school is like mine, which I'm pretty sure it is, if you don't have that tuition paid when it's time to sign up for spring classes, guess who's not going to get to sign up? Or who's going to have to struggle to get the money and miss all the good classes and get stuck with really early 8 a.m.s and those late 6 and 7 o'clock classes? You are. So please pay attention to tuition. Okay? And going off of tuition, the next thing that I have that you all need to pay attention to is the different scholarships it accepts and offers. Because unless you're like rich, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to afford to pay everything out of pocket. So you want to make sure that and this comes from keeping up with your grades and stuff in high school as well, because there are many scholarships that you can get coming out of high school, and the schools will offer money for you to come to them and whatnot. So keep up with, call the financial aid department, or if they have a separate scholarship department, call them and see what scholarships they offer, so you can get applications, or you can get more information on how you would be able to qualify for that scholarship. So yeah, please be mindful about the money. The campus may be pretty, the dorms may be impressive, but if you can't afford to go to that school, you're going to get kicked out, because I think that's what it boils down to. And you don't want to get kicked out because you can't afford it. That's embarrassing, and it's a waste of money, whatever money that you've already given them, because you're not going to get that back, and it's going to be a waste of student loans, because you have to pay those back, and whatever they paid for is already gone. So be mindful of how much the school costs. The next thing is, does the school offer the program that you need? This may seem silly because, this school offers that, yada, yada, yada. But not all four-year institutions offer the exact program that you need or that you want. So you need to make sure, call the academic advisors, call the different schools, like arts and sciences, medicine, the different schools, and ask them if they have the program that you're looking for or the program that you intend on going into. If you want to be, biochem major, make sure they have a program for biochem before you go and say, oh, I'm going to the school. Get there and find out they don't have biochem. So yeah, now who's stuck? You are. So make sure that you pay, ask questions, try to, see if you know anybody who's gone to the school, or know anybody who knows someone that went to school, so you can get more information or something about their programs, how they work. Do they tend to run on the harder side? Are they pretty easy? Are they mid-range? Get as much information on the programs as possible. Now, the last tip. This one may seem kind of silly, but hear me out, okay? Go to the school and try the food. Yes, food is very important. You are most likely, for freshmen at least, going to be stuck on this campus for 2 semesters. Okay? Now think about that. 2 whole semesters. If the food is nasty and you're not working, or you aren't getting some type of income to get groceries, or don't have access to a stove to cook those groceries, guess who's going to be hungry for 2 whole semesters? You're going to be hungry. You don't want to go to a school. Now this one is important, but it can also not be important. It just depends on you. But if the food's nasty and you don't have access to a stove to cook, it's going to be a long 2 semesters. So you want to try, go on a tour, because most tours, I know mine did, will lead you through the dining hall of the building, dining hall of the campus, so you can try some of the food. And if it's nasty, then it's going to be nasty forever. Because if the dining hall knows it's a tour date and the food is still nasty, then that says a lot about during the school year. Just saying. So please try the food and make sure it's something edible. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Any freshmen, college freshmen, or high school juniors and seniors that are listening, look forward to another senior advice episode in the next month. So yeah, thank you all so much for listening, and I'll see you all next week. Bye. Thanks for listening this week. If you have any questions, want to share a story, or be featured in our Q&As, send them to me at selfcarebgirl@gmail.com or submit them on my blog at selfcareblackgirls.com. While you're over there, subscribe and join so you never miss anything. Subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes to help spread the word. You can also donate one time or monthly by clicking on the Patreon link on my blog. There are rewards. Thanks again for listening, and don't forget to stay beautiful.